All right, hey everybody, quick 4-minute video. So I am making a insulated water trough for 1 to 2 horses. I have a single horse in a pasture that needs water, and 100-gallon is kind of overkill. Plus I had this broken 100-gallon water trough at my disposal. As you can see by this duct tape here, I had an accident with an axe when this thing was all iced over. Don't ask, I'm an idiot. So basically I picked up this 40-gallon from Tractor Supply. Now, what did I do? First things first, let's pull this guy out of here using the handles that I made. I made these out of 1.25 inch plywood with some nylon rope. And then on the bottom of said handle, excuse me, I took another hunk of this 1.25 inch dowel, drilled a long ways, just to allow a little more, I don't know, I guess I didn't want the rope to tear through this material, so I needed something to kind of distribute the load there. So that's that. Make sure you mark it in the middle. I didn't do that. Like I said, I'm dumb. So where does it fit inside? Basically, it sits inside of a piece of plywood that I took and I cut around the exterior of the 100-gallon, and I drilled it to it using more hunks of wood. You can kind of see that here. So I have a screw going through the plywood, through the plastic, into this hunk of wood. This is more of that 1.25 inch dowel. It works really good. So I got 1, 2 screws here, and I have it on that side, this side, and then in 2 corners. Then what I did was I took my 40-gallon trough, flipped it over, drew my outline. I offset it by 1.25 inches because that is how wide these edges are, so that once I cut out the offset piece, it would sit right in there. I got a couple notches for these handles here as well. Then I removed that. I got me some R7 1.5 inch thick sheets, just because I had cheap 70% off Cull lumber sheets. They're about 5 high. You can use wood as well. I just didn't want that much weight in there. And then I used spray foam to kind of fill in my gaps. So let me back up a second. So what I did was I took black tarp. You can use hefty bags. I taped it on the inside of my trough. Then I took my 40-gallon trough. I saran wrapped the whole thing on the outside. Sounds silly, I know. I took my stack, I stuck it in here so I knew that my trough was at the right height. I took my piece of wood off, and then what was left is this gap around the outside, okay? I took hunks of, you can see here, I took little chunks of either the pink stuff. I had some styrofoam lying around, and then between the 40-gallon and the 100-gallon, once I got enough hunks in there, I used the spray foam to fill in the gaps, and it, you know, it expanded to meet the, you know, it filled in all my gaps, right? So I did kind of a crummy job because I threw this together. I'm sure you could do a much better job than I did. Maybe use 4 of those guys. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. One more thing to note. This probably will get water inside of it, either through rain or the horses. I took the, it's on the other side, but I took the drain plug out, and I drilled like 4 holes in each of the corners, maybe 6 holes, just to make sure whatever got in here was going to drain. So also important to note, use closed cell insulation. I think it's pink at Home Depot, blue at Lowe's, or styrofoam works just fine as well. That way it won't soak up the water. But yeah, I was able to put this guy together in a couple hours. So a quick 4-minute video. Hope it's helpful. Again, for 1 to 2 horses. Yeah, enjoy. Bye-bye.